of your BRBL subject in the English medium language. Those candidates who are new in this session, as you know that today is 25th of August and from 1st of September your CAIIB registration date is going to be start. So guys, if you want to crack this exam now, first of all clear your all the concept of 5 subject, because 4 compulsory subject plus 1 is your elective subject, which is very important. And before registration you also have to select that which elective paper you have to give in the exam, because after registration you cannot change the elective paper. So that's why this is a time in which you can easily select the elective paper and do. As you know that if you just enroll in the CAIIB ka Mahapack, so there is already recorded video courses of all the elective paper. So now it's your, capability that which elective subject is easy. In my opinion, if you just ask my opinion, so I would like to prefer you to select the HRM paper. Why you have to select the HRM paper? Because in this HR paper, almost 60% you people have covered the syllabus in ABM and ABFM. So that's why if you want to choose the elective paper, so this HR paper is one of the best one. So this is the only time in which you have to do something for the CAIIB exam. And do not think that, do not think that you have to crack this exam in 2 and 3 sessions. No guys, this is the only time in which you have to do something. Okay, now, so guys, we are doing the question and answer. So in today's session, we have to do the questions of what? Integrated banking. Integrated, it's not banking. Integrated Ombudsman. Its full name is Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. This is a new act. Why this is a new act? Because see, this is the integrated. What is integrated? That is a compilation. Integrated is basically, that is the compilation of all the act, right? Compilation of the 3 act. So in this one, banking ombudsman has been merged, then NBFC has been merged, and the third one is your the payment system ombudsman has been merged. So 3 has been merged in this one CAIIB, this one integrated ombudsman scheme. Okay, now let's start with the question and answer. That is very important from the examination point of view. The first question on the screen is that, class. The first question is that banking ombudsman, what is written here? The banking ombudsman may award compensation. What is compensation, class? Compensation is basically, that is the monetary relief. What is compensation? It is basically the monetary relief. Okay, so banking ombudsman may award compensation not exceeding dash to the complainant for the mental agony and harassment. So you have to tell me that how much compensation they will give in the mental agony and harassment. So whether it is 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh, or none of the above. Tell me, class. And do not forget to like the session, subscribe the channel of Officer Adda 24/7. Yes guys, which of the following is the right one? This is very important, as we know that there are certain limitations. There are, class, certain limitations. Suppose ombudsman, in ombudsman this is up to 20 lakh. In Lok Adalat it is up to 20 lakh. And in the DRT it is 20 lakh and above. So this is exactly your this one. So tell me the right answer for this question. For the mental agony and harassment, how much compensation they have to give? And ombudsman is basically the this one, the authority that who have to give the. Yes guys, what is the exact answer? What is the exact answer for this question? So class, in this one, the right answer will be, that is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh is the right answer for this question. Okay, next. Next question is, the Banking Ombudsman introduced under dash of the Banking Regulation Act. So under which section this is added? Whether it is section 25A, 30A, 35A, 40A, none of the above. So you have to tell me the exact section here. You have to tell me the exact section here. Tell me class, under which section this, because see, the Banking Regulation Act is basically from the module A. This is basically from the module A. So what is the exact answer? So for the second one, the right answer will be section 35A. So C is the, for the second one, C is the right answer here. Okay, what will be the right answer? C will be the right answer here. Okay. Done class? Next. Next question is, the Banking Ombudsman is a senior official appointed by RBI to redress the consumer complaint specified under which clause of the Banking Ombudsman scheme? Clause 8, Clause 7, Clause 6, Clause 5. Banking Ombudsman is basically the senior official that is appointed by RBI to redressal the customer complaint. This is the exact definition of the term Banking Ombudsman, specified under dash of the Banking Ombudsman scheme. Clause 8, 7, 6, 5 what? What is the right answer? So for this one class, the right answer will be, that is clause 8. Okay, so clause 8 will be the right answer here. Next, how many banking ombudsman, what is this? How many banking ombudsman have been appointed? 10, 18, 15, 22. What is the right answer? Yes class, how many banking ombudsman has been appointed? Whether it is 10, 18, 15, 22, what is the right answer? How many banking ombudsman has been appointed? The banking ombudsman total is, this is 22. Okay, right now this banking ombudsman scheme 2006 has been removed, but still this is the part of the syllabus, so that's why we have to just see all the session. Okay, so 22 is the right answer. Next, the question is class, which are the banks that is covered under banking ombudsman scheme? Whether it is scheduled commercial bank, RRB bank, scheduled primary cooperative bank, all of the above or none of the above? Tell me, guys. Yes, class. Which of the following is the right answer? Whether it's covered the scheduled bank, RRB bank, primary cooperative, all of the above. So for this question, the right answer will be D, that is all of the above. D is the right answer for this question. Okay, next. Next question is, the banking ombudsman charge dash fee for filing and resolving the customer complaint. 100 rupees, 200, 300, 500 or no fee required? Yes, class. Which of the following is the right one? The banking ombudsman charge dash fee for filing and resolving dash complaints. Which of the following is the right one? 100, 200, 300, 500, no fee. This is very simple and important. So if we talk about the fee, so this is no fee. Okay, no fee required. See, if we compare the court and the ADR system, right? So this court, that is take fees, procedure, technicalities they have to follow, but in ADR nothing will be happen. In ADR, simple, they can make their own procedure also. Okay, so that's why for the this one, E is the right answer. Okay, class, E is the right answer for this question. Next, is there any limit on the amount of compensation as specified in the award? 10 lakh, 18 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakh, none of the above. Tell me. Any limit on the amount of compensation as specified in the award? 10, 18, 15, 20, none of the above. Tell me the right answer for this question. Yes, class. Any limit on the amount of compensation as specified? Yes, there is a limit of 20 lakh that we have already discussed. So this is the right answer. Okay. Next. If compensation sought from the banking ombudsman is beyond dash, the banking ombudsman reject a complaint at any stage. Tell me whether it is 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakh and none of the above. Tell me the right answer. If the compensation sought from banking ombudsman is beyond dash, the banking ombudsman reject the complaint. What is the right answer? What is the right answer for this question? So if the compensation sought from the banking ombudsman is beyond, the banking ombudsman may reject the complaint if it is beyond 20 lakh rupees. So for the 8th one, D will be the right answer here. See? Okay, next. 9th question is there. One can file appeal against the award or decision of the banking ombudsman rejecting the complaint within dash from the receipt of the award. Tell me, class. Suppose this is the banking ombudsman. They have given the award. Okay, award means that is justice. So we can just appeal to the appellant authority and in how many days? In how many days, class? 25, 18, 15, 30 days, or none of the above? Which of the following is the right one? So for this one, the right answer will be, that is 30 days. So for the ninth one, D will be the right answer. Okay, this. If a complaint is not settled by agreement within the period of dash month, the banking ombudsman proceed further and award. Okay, the complaint is not settled by agreement. Agreement means the disputed party have just done the agreement, that through agreement they will solve the dispute. So tell me, class, if a complaint is not settled by agreement within a period of dash month, the banking ombudsman proceed further to pass the award. So tell me which of the following is the right one. So for the 10th one, the right answer will be within 1 month. So 10th one, B is the right answer for this question. See, class, in the banking ombudsman, what you have to remember, see, in every act now, when we were just studying in LLB, so we have to mug up the section, the important cases name, the fact of the case, etc. But in this, okay, but in this scenario, what you have to focus only on the concept clarity. So the concept is very, very much important. In the special session of your BRBL subject in the English medium language. So those candidates who are new in this session, first of all, do not forget to enroll in our new paid batch of the English medium for the CAIIB exam November-December session 2023, which is going to be start from 4th of September. Why this batch is important? Because this batch is known as the selection batch, in which the selection is sure. So if you are new in this session, so you only have to apply the coupon code, that is MOON80. So if you apply this coupon code now, you will absolutely get the discount of 80%. And if you just download the app through the mobile, and through mobile, if you purchase this batch now, so you will get the coins also. So if you tick mark on the coins, you will get exactly the percentage, that is 81% above this one. Okay. So in this batch, you are not getting only the live classes, recorded session till December, but you are also getting mock paper, ebooks, doubt session, etc. So that's why this session is very, very much important. Okay, apart from this paid class, you also have to focus on the YouTube session from the examination point of view. Okay, now let's start with the session in which today we are going to discuss the questions of SURFACE Act. As you know that, what exactly the SURFACE Act? So the SURFACE Act is basically in which, without intervention of the code, how the bank and financial institution can take money from the from the borrower. So this act is basically that one. So now let's start one by one the basic questions that can become in the SURFACE Act. Okay, now the first question. The first question on the screen is that, as you can easily see, no suit, prosecution, and other legal proceeding shall lie for anything done or omitted to be done in the good faith under the SURFACE Act against the Central Registry, the security creditor, or any of the officer and the Reserve Bank, or all of the above. So which of the following is the exact one, class? Tell me. This is important. This is important from the examination point of view also. These questions. Suppose if any of the following personalities are doing anything in the good faith, so we can file the case on that personalities, that entities. Tell me. Good faith means that without any bad intention. Good faith means without any bad intention. So you have to tell me which of the following is the right one. Yes, class. No suit. Suit means any case, prosecutions and other legal proceedings shall lie for anything done, omitted to be done in the good faith. Central registry. Secured creditor means bank and financial institution and the Reserve Bank of India. So for the first one, the right answer will be, that is D. So D is the exact answer for this question. Okay, D is the exact answer for this question. I think that is clear. Okay, so central registry, the main work of central registry, suppose if Nikita ma'am have given any property to the bank and financial institution, so it's a duty of the bank to just register that my property, so that I cannot use that property in the other case, or otherwise I can just make a fraud with the bank. So that's why central registry who register the property, secured creditor, that is a bank and financial institution, and the Reserve Bank, that is a regulator of all the banks. So that's why for the first one, this D is the right answer. Got it? Next. If any provision, what is written here? If any person contravene, attempt to contravene. Contravenes means that is inconsistent. Attempt means trying, and abate means to instigate someone. To instigate someone that you have to do this work. So if any person contravene, attempt to contravene, abate the contravention of the Surface Act or of any rules made, he shall be punishable with what? Imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 year, fine, and both. Imprisonment for a term which may extend to 9 months, fine, and both. C. Imprisonment which may extend to the 6-month fine and both. And the last is 3-month fine and both. So which of the following is the right answer for the second question? Tell me. Yes, class. If any person contravene, attempt to contravene, abate the contravention of the provision of Surface rules made, he shall be punishable with. The answer will be, that is so easy, that is 1 year. So you have to learn imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 year. Either you have to pay the punishment will be 1 year, or the fine, that fine will be decided by the court. Okay, that fine will be decided by the court, and or either both. Okay, so this is the right answer. Next. Suppose class, ARC company is there, that is asset reconstruction company, shall have a minimum net owned fund of what? Not less than 4 crore rupees, right? Not less than 3 crore rupees, not less than 2 crore rupees, or D, not less than 1 crore rupees. So which of the following is the right one about the third one? Tell me, class. Asset reconstruction company is that company which is established under the Reserve Bank of India, right? The main work of ARC company is to just give the money to the bank and financial institution, and for that security the ARC company will be searched for the qualified buyer. That qualified buyer will take the money, give the money, and take the security asset. So I think we have just learned this point, that if any ARC company is going to be made, so first of all, it have to be registered with what? It have to be registered with the this one, Reserve Bank of India, and the net worth will be that is 2 crore. So this is the law that they have to follow. So for the third one, C will be the right answer here. Okay, C will be the right answer. Done? Next. The next question is the possession notice of secured immovable asset shall be published as soon as possible, but in any case from the date of taking possession in 2 leading newspaper, one in vernacular language, that is a local language having the sufficient circulation in that locality by the authorized officer. So whether it is not later than 12 years, not later than 10 days, not later than 7 days, or not later than 4 days. So which of the following is the right one? Tell me, class. The possession notice means, suppose if the borrower is not able to pay the money, right? So in that case, the bank and the creditor will now give notice to the borrower that we are going to take possession of the property. So they have to give the notice to the borrower. The exact date will be within 60 days. They have to give that notice to the borrower within 60 days. But for this thing, they also have to disclose it to the the leading newspaper. Tell me, what is the right answer here? The possession notice of secured, this one, it should be, come on, tell me the right answer. For the fourth one, the right answer will be not later than 7 days. So for the fourth one, C will be the right answer. Okay, for the fourth one, C will be the not later than 7 days is the right answer. Okay. Now, next one. Where the borrower is a body corporate, the demand notice shall be served on the registered office or any of the branches of such body corporate as specified under Rule 3.1, on the head office or any of the branches of such body corporate as specified under Rule 3.1, on the corporate office or any of the branches of such body corporate as specified under 3 clause, this one, on the representative office or any of the branches of such body corporate as specified in this one. So which of the following is the right one? Borrower is a body corporate. The demand notice should be served at which place? Tell me, class. This is very important and also the easy one. So here in that case, it should be given to the register office. So for the fifth one, A will be the right answer here. For the fifth one, A will be the right answer. Next. Secured creditor shall be entitled to take all or any of the measures under section 13 clause 4 provided his claim in interest of the financial asset is made. So you have to tell me the period of limitation prescribed under the Limitation Act is suspended, ignoring the period of limitation prescribed under the Limitation Act, and the period of limitation prescribed under the limitation is not important, and where the period of limitation prescribed under the Limitation Act. So what is the exact answer? As we know that, what is limitation period? So the limitation period is the exact period under which we have to file the case. Otherwise, the case will be dismissed. So Limitation Act will be applied for the every suit, for the every application, and for the every appeal. The Limitation Act is important. So what is the exact answer for this question? For the sixth one, the right answer is within the period of limitation prescribed under the Limitation Act. So for the sixth one, D will be the right answer here. Okay? Next. You have to tell me that the SURFACE shall not apply to what? A lien, any other case in which the amount is less than 20% of the principal amount and interest, any secured interest of the agricultural land, and all of the above. Tell me, class. If we talk about the lien, so lien is basically what? Suppose if we have a right of holding, to hold something, that is called lien, right? If amount is less than 20%, then SURFACE Act will not apply. And if it is of agricultural land, then the SURFACE Act will be not apply. So in all the four cases, you can say that the SURFACE Act will be not apply. Okay, guys. So lien, because that is already given in the Indian Contract Act section 171 of the Indian Contract, which talk about the journal lien. So basically that not apply. Sales of Good Act also, and because that is written in the law. If amount is less than 20%, if it is less than 1 lakh, so no need to apply this SURFACE because that is so complicated. That is not so easy. So that's why in the qualified buyer also now, any individual cannot come under the category of qualified buyer. So that's why. So for the seventh one, all of the above, this SURFACE Act will be not apply. Got it? Next. Next question is, the central register of central registry shall have transaction relating to creation of security interest, securitization of financial assets, reconstruction of financial assets, and all of the above. So which of the following is the right one? Yes, class. The central registrar to the central registry shall have transaction relating to what? And I have already told you the work of central registrar, to just register the property that is given by the borrower. So in that case, for the eighth one, the right answer will be all of the above. That is for the creation of security interest also, securitization of financial assets also, and reconstruction of the financial assets also. In all the cases, this will apply. So for the eighth one, D will be the right answer here. Okay, eighth one, D will be the right answer. Next. The next question is, the central government may set up a registry to be known as Central Registry for the purpose of registration of ARC company, registration of transaction of securitization, registration of transaction of securitization, reconstruction of financial assets and creation of security interest, and registration of financial transaction involving the creation of security interest. So which of the following is the right one? Tell me. The central government may set up a registry to be known as the Central Registry for the purpose of what? So in the ninth one, the central government set up the registry to be this one. That is basically for, that is C will be the right answer. Ninth one, C will be the right answer for this question. Got it? Ninth one. Done? Next. Last. For making appeal before DRET, how much amount is required to be deposited by the borrower? 50%, 40%, 30%, 20%. So if you know the percentage now, no need to read the rest of the sentence. If it is 50% and what amount? 50% of the amount debt due from the borrower as claimed by the secured creditor and determined by the DRT, whichever is less. So for 10th one, the exact answer will be A. Because in DRET Act also we have just learned this point that if you want to appeal from DRT to DRET, so whatever the amount that is fixed by DRT, you have to pay of the 50% of the amount. So that's why for the 10th one, A will be the right answer. Okay. Hello everyone, very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Officers Adda 24/7, the special session of your BRBL subject in the English medium language. As you can know that your exam is coming, right? From 1st of September, your registration date is going to be start. So that's why it's a very crucial time. You have a exact September, October, November. So you have a 2-month, you have a 2.5 month for your exam. So right now, if you have taken the paid batch, then this is very, very okay. Why? Because if you have taken the paid batch, it means your concept is, I think, clear. And if the concept is clear, you can able to do the questions. In the paid class, we also give the questions, and in this mock paper also, we have just make a very good mock paper so that it is just a, before exam, it is just a preparation in which you can analyze yourself that in how much time you people are, finishing this exam. So that's why this session, the YT session, is also very important, in which we always discuss the important questions. Okay, now, so guys, today we are going to do the Limitation Act and the tax law. Okay, so we have almost, in the module wise question, guys, we have almost completed what? We have almost completed the module D part, okay? And module D part we have completed. Then module C, only 2 days are left. We will just finish this module C also. So after that B and A, and then we are going to start the definition portion of your act. So that's why this session is going to be very, very, important from the examination point of view. Now, this Limitation Act, what exactly the Limitation Act? So this is basically that what is the time limit for filing any case. What is Limitation Act? That what is the time limit for filing any case, and this limitation is applied to every suit, for every application, and for every appeal. This is very important. For every suit, every application, every appeal, this Limitation Act is important. Okay. And in the tax law, we basically have to understand income tax. We have to study GST, commodity, derivative tax, and your PAN card. So these are the content that we have to study in the tax law. So this is your complete package. Okay, now let's start with the question and answer of the session. Number 1 question on the screen is that, guys, that what is the period of limitation for filing a suit for compensation for breach of the partnership agreement. Breach of the partnership agreement, this question you can understand in the 2 ways. Suppose a person is there and this is the partnership firm. So they are they do business with each other. So they just breach the breach the partnership agreement. Suppose if a person breached the partnership agreement, so in that case, partnership firm have said in how many days, that within what time limit they have to file the case. This is the question. Within what time limit they have to file the question. So whether it is 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 6 year. Yes. So this is very much important. Okay guys, what is the right answer? Tell me. This is the first situation. The second situation in which suppose the partners are there, P1, P2, P3. If the partnership agreement is breached by suppose this person, so we have to file the case for the compensation. So what should be the time limit? Whether it is 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 6 year. Tell me class. This is important question. This is important question. So the right answer is, guys, that is 3 years. 3 years is the right answer. And please give the answer as much as possible. Okay? This is the right answer. Next. The next question is the limitation period for filing a suit for possession of movable property by person dispossessed. So in that question, what is possession? What is ownership? So possession is basically what? Suppose this land is mine. This land is mine, right? But I have given this land to my friend. So it means I have given the possession of the land to my friend. But the real owner is Nikita ma'am. So suppose class, if any person who have a movable property dispossessed, suppose in ownership also I have my possession, I have my ownership. Suppose if X person have taken my property, so what is the time limit in which I can file the case on the movable property? What is the time limit in which I can file this? What is the time limit? 1 year, 3 year, 6 year, 12 year. What is the right answer here? So guys, if we talk about the movable property now, so for the movable property, always remember the limitation is 3 years. 3 years is the right answer for the movable property, because every property, whether it is immovable, movable, each have a different limitation period, and these types of questions come in your exam. So okay, this is the right answer. Next. Now class, in this question, in the suit for recovery of possession of immovable property based on title, if the plaintiff has been dispossessed, the period of limitation is, now class, in this question, this is of immovable property. This is of immovable property. Now tell me the exact answer. Yes, class. For the immovable property, whether it is 6 year, 12 year, 30 year or what? That is very important question. That is very important question, guys. So for immovable property, always remember this 12 year is the right answer. Third, B is the right answer. Okay, 12 year. Done? Now, next question is the limitation period for filing a suit for specific performance of the contract in the case continuing breach is calculated from the date of. What is specific performance of the contract? Suppose in any contract, we do not demand the compensation. We just need only that material which is breached. Because normally in contract, we just demand the compensation. I think that is okay. But for the specific performance, suppose if you have taken a very precious item. If you just broke it, I want only that property. I don't need any compensation. That means I need a specific performance. So for specific performance, if you are continuing breached the contract, so that is calculated from the last breach, from the first breach, recovery of the breach, and none of the above. Tell me the right answer. The limitation period for filing a suit for specific performance of the contract in which the continuing breach is going on. So that will be calculated from the, this is first one, calculated from the first breach. So fourth one, B is the right answer. Okay, next. What is the period of limitation for filing a suit for recovery of possession of the ancestral property by the co-sharer? Co-sharer means suppose grandfather. The property will become to the father. Grandfather to son. That is called ancestral property that comes after the death of that person. So if ancestral property, suppose the co-sharer is there. Father, brother is there. 3 brothers are there. So now this is the property. This is the property. Now tell me what is the limitation period for the ancestral property? Suppose if anyone breach that contract. Tell me. So for this one class, if the ancestral property is there, the right answer will be 12 year. A is the right answer because for ancestral, that is basically the immovable property, and for the immovable property, this is 12 year. Okay, next. The next question is that what is the period of limitation for suit relating to immovable property for the foreclosure class by the mortgagee? Foreclosure by the mortgagee. So what is the right answer? Foreclosure. Tell me. For the foreclosure, the right answer will be, that is 30 years. And what is foreclosure? Foreclosure means basically, suppose what is mortgage? B person is there, this is bank. If the bank have given 15 lakh rupees and this B person have given the immovable property to the bank, in that case, bank first of all dispossess this property from B person, and after dispossess, the bank will sell the property. So this is called the process of foreclosure. So the limitation is always 30 years. See, the limitation is always of 30 years. That's it. Okay, guys. So this is the right answer. Done? Next. The law of limitation only bar remedy. It means that after 3 years, after 12 years, after 30 years, if you just approach to the court will say just get lost because my remedy is finished, but does not extinguish the debt, right, property recovery. What is the right answer? The law of limitation only bar the remedy, but does not extinguish the what? Debt, right, property and recovery. What is the right answer? Debt, right, property, recovery. So the right answer is class right. Suppose in the breach of contract, 5 lakh loss is there. So in that 5 lakh loss, I know that after 3 years, my remedy will be finished, but it's my 5 lakh. It's my right to take my property. That's it. So right is the right answer. Now, tell me the answer. The limitation for filing a suit by a surety against the principal debtor would be 3 years from the date on which, tell me, from the date on which amount was paid by the surety to the creditor, the date of demand by the creditor for the payment to the debtor or the surety, whichever is earlier, the amount become payable to the creditor, the refusal by the principal debtor to pay the amount of notice being by the surety. What is the right answer? And for this question, I think you people know what is contract of guarantee. This is principal debtor, this is creditor, this is surety. So what is contract of guarantee? If principal debtor is not able to pay the money, then surety will pay the money to the creditor, and after that surety can demand from the principal debtor. This is exactly the contract of guarantee that is given in section 126 of the Indian Contract Act. Okay, so the question is the limitation for filing the suit by the surety against principal debtor. Surety against the principal debtor would be 3 years. It means the limitation is 3 years, that within 3 years surety have to file the case. It means surety can demand the money from the principal debtor, right? So now you have to tell me when this will be start. The amount was paid by surety to the creditor, the date of demand by the creditor for payment to the debtor or surety, whichever is earlier, the amount become payable to the creditor, and the refusal by the principal debtor to pay the amount on the notice being the surety. What is the right answer? What is the right answer for this question? Tell me, guys. The answer is very simple. The right answer is when the amount that is paid by surety, after that this will happen. So this is the right answer. This is the right answer. Next. Next is period spent in prosecuting the case before consumer forum can be. Period spent in prosecuting the case before consumer forum can be included, excluded, partially excluded, partially included. What is the right answer for this question? Tell me. included, excluded, partially excluded, partially included. What is the right answer for this question? So we have already learned when we just read the Limitation Act that there are so many days that will be excluded in the Limitation Act. So filing of case, the date on which the judge will give judgment, or the time in which we just take the order, etc., that will be excluded. So this is the right answer. Next question is, in computing the period of limitation for an appeal, the day on which judgment pronounced shall be excluded, the day on which judgment pronounced shall be included, the time taken for preparing the decree be included, the day on which judgment pronounced and the time requisite for obtaining copy of the decree shall be excluded. What is the right answer? Hello everyone, very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Officers Adda 24/7, the special session of your BRBL subject in the English medium language. Meera ma'am, only for today, I'm just taking the session at 10:30 a.m. From Monday onwards, ma'am, daily at 8 a.m. I will take the classes of BRBL in the English medium. And ma'am, for the bilingual, our classes always, go on at 8 p.m. This is the English medium, right ma'am? And as you know that class from today, your CAIIB registration is going to be start. So that's why today is a very big day for you people, because everyone wants to clear this CAIIB exam in the single and a first attempt. So what should be the strategy? Okay, for the preparation of CAIIB? Which elective paper we have to select. So many questions that's come around in your mind. So that's why in today's session, every teacher will take the doubts. You can ask any questions regarding the CAIIB registration, and it will be better for you people if you just focus on this one, the live classes, and whatever we are teaching in the live classes, then recorded session, mock paper, ebooks, so many things are there for your CAIIB exam November 2023. Okay, so right now we are doing the module wise question. Right now we are doing the module wise question. So this is your module C. In the module C, as you can easily see, today we are going to start the questions of FEMA. So what is FEMA? FEMA is basically of 1919 Act. It's a Foreign Exchange Management Act. How to manage the currencies. Suppose if India want import and export from the US, right? So India will give dollar. Suppose India want the Apple Mobile. Apple Mobile, the producer, manufacturer is the US. So if India want to purchase, so India have to give the dollar to the US. So in that way, we can easily say that, okay? In that way, we can easily say that under the FEMA, okay, under the FEMA, how to control the currencies, okay? How to control the currency and how to manage it. So we have to deal with these things, okay? So that's why this is very much important. Now let's start with the session. Today's first question is class number 1. Which act governed the foreign exchange management in India? Tell me. Which act governed the foreign exchange management in India? Whether it is FEMA Act 1995, FEMA 1973 and the FEMA 2023. Which of the following is the right answer? Everyone have to give me the right answer regarding this question. In the English medium, right now we have just not started this FAME Act, but still just try to understand these question. Okay, what exactly the question want to say. So guys, for this one, the FAMA Act 1993 is the right answer. Before it was FERA. Before it was FERA, and it is of your 1973. As you know that the whatever the government comes, so it is the work of government, because we know that the three pillars of governments are legislature, executive and judiciary. So legislature, executive and judiciary, as you can see, the main work of legislature is to make law, executive to execute law and judiciary to give justice. So this portion, that is a legislature, always make the law. So for the first one, this is the right answer. In the FERA, Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, and this is Management Act. Only the word we have just differentiate. This is the management, this is regulate. But in this 1999 provision, we have just add some extra features. Okay, we have add some extra features in the FAMA Act. Okay, so this is the right answer. Next question. Next question is, class, that name the authority that regulate the foreign exchange in India. Regulate, class. Whether it is Foreign Directorate, RBI, it is Finance Ministry and SEBI. See, class, in the FEMA Act now, you have to deal with only with the Reserve Bank of India. One concept that I just want to highlight, suppose this is rupees. If you want to convert into the dollar, so there is a authorized dealer. There is the authorized dealer regarding this one. An authorized dealer always appointed by the Reserve Bank of India. As we know that Reserve Bank of India is the regulator of all the banks. Right, class? So tell me the right answer for this question. Name the authority that's regulate the foreign exchange in India. Enforcement Directorate, RBI, Finance Ministry and SEBI. Tell me, class. So, class, the person who regulate the foreign exchange, that is your Reserve Bank of India. The right answer is this one, B. So, RBI always appoint the, okay, RBI appoint the what? Authorize, always appoint the authorized person, and the power is also given to RBI to give any directions to the RBI. Okay, to the authorized person. So this is the right answer. Next, who investigate the contravention of the provision of FEMA 1999? Tell me, class. Just like police, class, the main work of police is to investigation. So tell me, guys, suppose if anything happen under the FAME Act, so who will investigate? Whether it is Enforcement Directorate, RBI, Finance Ministry or SEBI. Which of the following is the right one? Tell me class, who investigate? Investigate means suppose if any person held. Generally, I think you just see in this one TV also that Jacqueline Fernandez, it's Nora Fatehi just caught by ED department. So what is ED department? So they are generally the foreign, they just belong to the other country. So whenever just any department caught a very much rupees in your hand, so in that case there will be investigation. And under FEMA, as you know that the FEMA apply first of all to the all over India. All over India, the FEMA Act will apply. Second, the FEMA Act will apply to the foreign countries whose controller is in India. And if any Indian person just go to the outside the India, so in that person also the FEMA Act will be applied, right? So in that case class, for the investigation, ED is the person. Enforcement Directorate is the right answer for this question. Okay, so please remember these things. Now, this is your word, that is current account transaction. Okay. Now tell me guys, it means transaction other than capital account transaction. There is one more word, and that word is capital account transaction, and without prejudice to the generality of the foreign, foregoing such transaction include. So you have to tell me that what's covered under the current account transaction. So for this question, you have to know the difference between the current and the capital account transaction. So first of all, just see the option. Number one option is payment due in connection with foreign trade and other current business services and short-term banking and credit facilities in the ordinary course of business. Second is payment due as interest on loan as the net income from investment. C, remittance for living expenses of parents, spouse, children residing abroad. D, that is expenses in relation foreign travel, education and medical care, parents, spouse and children. And E, all of the above. So first of all, let's understand current and capital account transaction. If I just give you the example of current. Okay guys, first of all, current account transaction. In this case, once the rupees will go, once the rupees will go, it will never come back. It will never come back. Once it will go, it will never come back. Once it will come, it will never go back. Vice versa, okay? Once money will come. This is only for the once time, okay class? This is only for the once time. Okay? Money will come. This money will come. It will never go back. I will just give you the example. I will just give you the example so that you can easily understand. You can easily class understand. See this example. In this one class, same, both are current account transaction, both, okay. In the current account transaction, suppose example is traveling. If I show you the one example, that is traveling. Suppose if you just approach US, if you just go US, okay. So foreign traveler, education, if you go to the US, you just spend $1,000. So that $1,000 you have spent. Money go, it will never come back. So foreign travel is this one. Education, medical care. If we spend money in the medical care in the US, in the education also, the money will not come back. So money once go and money once come, just like if India have given loan to the Bangladesh, interest will come, loan will come and go. Loan will go and come, but the interest will come at a once time. So money is coming and it will be never go back. So interest is the example of this one. For this example, these are the example, and for this one, interest. This one, interest. So this is called class current account transaction. So this is very, very much important class. What is current account transaction? So what we have learned, the money is go, never come back. Money come, it never go. This is current account transaction. This is current account transaction. Is that okay? Now, if we see the example of, I think this concept is clear to all of you. Now, if I just talk about the capital account transaction, okay, if I just talk about the capital account transaction. So, what is capital account transaction? The best example to understand is loan. In this case, class, in the capital, the money is going, money is coming. Money is, that is go, and this is come. Just like loan. If India is giving loan to another country, the money will be come back. So money is going, coming. This is called capital account transaction. So I think this is the best example to understand everything. So whatever the example that is written here, all are the examples of current account transaction. So that's why E will be the right answer. Guys, E will be the right answer for this question. Fourth one, E will be the right answer. Okay, next. Next question is, Mr. John had resided in India during the financial year 15 to 16 for more than 182 days. More than 182 days. So, what is his residential status under FEMA for 16 to 17 year? Whether that person is called person resident in India or person resident outside India. Which of the following is the best example? Because in the definition term, guys, we have already learned this thing. In definition term, we have already learned this in that what is person resident in India, what is person resident outside India. So for class 5th one, the right answer will be, that is person resident in India, because already cover more than 182 days. So that's why 5th A is the right answer. Next. A person left India on 1 August 2016 for education for 3 years. What would be his residential status for 16 to 17 if he was residing in India for 200 days in the financial year 15 to 16? A very good question. This is very good question. This is very good question, class. Tell me the right answer for this question. So here, class, if it is more than already 200 this, so that's why the right answer will be, class, the right answer will be person resident in India. 6th A is the right answer. Okay, next. What is the penalty where an authorized person contravene any directions given by Reserve Bank under this Act? Penalty. In FEMA, the penalty provision is important, guys. What is the penalty where authorized person contravene any direction given by Reserve Bank under this Act? What is the right answer? Fine not exceeding rupees 10,000. If it is continued, then 5,000 per day. B. Fine not exceeding 1,000. If it is continued, 200 per day. Fine not exceeding 1 lakh. If it is continued, 20,000 per day. And the fine not exceeding 10,000. If it is continued, 20,000 per day. The right answer will be A. 7th class, A is the right answer. So you have to remember this one. Next. What is the quantum? Quantum means that is calculated penalty for the violation of section 13 shall be fined. Suppose if any person, if a money is found and the penalty is imposed on that person, so what will be the quantum of penalty? Whether it is 3x, it means 3 times that person have to pay, 2 times, 1 time, 10 times they have to pay. So for this class, 3 times he have to pay. So the penalty will be imposed on 3 times. If it is quantifiable, what is quantifiable? Quantifiable means that is calculated. And if it is not quantifiable, then